Shalom. I want to give all glory, praise, and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rachakodash, and Shani Kabad, Agadawala Rekwabs, Akwanyam Nawa, Washalayakim Nawa, which is double honor to our elders and apostles of Great Millstone, Shalom, Abarakim, Labakayam, Shayasharala, and that's peace and blessings to the elect of Israel. And as always, to the confusion of faces, meaning those who look like the other nations, but whose spirits resonate with the truth, and I believe and have faith in Yahweh, the Heavenly Father, and Yahushai, the only begotten Son. To all of you brothers, no matter how you look, no matter what so-called color of skin you are, if you believe and have faith in this doctrine, I want to say peace and blessings to all of you. So this article was written July 24th by CBS News, and it's entitled Migrants Describe Frigid, Hungry Days in Ice Boxes and Dog Pounds. And these ice boxes and dog pounds are where these migrants, or really these Israelites of the northern tribe, are referring to as concentration camps. So I want to show this or bring out this article for the purpose of a little bit more edification, just showing and further proving rather that the northern tribe, and more specifically referring to the Hispanics, if you will, the so-called Mexicans, the so-called El Salvadorians, so-called Guatemalans, all of them, just proving more through the spirit that they actually are Israelites according to the curses and actually what's happening right now, as we speak, as I speak. So without further ado, I'm going to read a little bit of this article and then jump into the scriptures, and Lord willing, this is edifying to the elect. So it says, in exhibits filed in federal court this month, more than 200 migrants detained at the Mexican border this year describe hieleras and peradas. I don't speak Spanish, but it says that's Spanish for ice boxes and dog pounds, nicknames for these facilities where they were initially taken after being apprehended by federal authorities. So, of course, once again, these so-called dog pounds and ice boxes, nicknames for the facilities, are actually concentration camps or FEMA camps, which are definitely soon to come when martial law breaks out in all-out anarchy. And of course, the federal government is going to implement some kind of a solution, and that solution is going to be, well, let's establish martial law, gain some kind of control over the people, and then of course what we're going to do is chip all these people, put them in these FEMA camps or these concentration camps, and we're going to chip everybody and then decapitate those, meaning behead those, rather, that don't comply. All right, that's the New World Order, or so-called New World Order that Esau Edom, the so-called white man, the devil that the Bible speaks of, wants to implement in these times soon to come. Let's continuing on. It says, their testimonies speak of food not fit for consumption, overcrowding, and abuse. All this is happening day to day, every single day. And once again, this is just foreshadowing what's to come. Martial law, all-out anarchy, concentration camps. It goes on to read, the statements which were given to attorneys who interviewed detained migrants and inspected detention sites in June and July are the latest salvo in the decades-old Flores versus Reno case, which in 1997 led to national standards for facilities holding migrant children. Attorneys at the Center for Human Rights and Constitutional Law say the federal government is currently violating those standards. The 223 statements describe Customs and Border Protection facilities in Texas, Arizona, and California. They show families being separated and held in overcrowded, cold cages where moments of sleep are hard to come by, so sleep deprivation as well. They're being mentally abused as well as physically abused. It says, many said even after being apprehended in wet clothes, they were not given a chance to change before being placed in ice boxes or the dog pounds that some said were even colder. So these concentration camps are freezing cold. Lydia S. is one immigrant who gave testimony. The 21-year-old detained in Texas last month said she came to the U.S. from El Salvador, with her 4-year-old son after witnessing a decapitation and later learning that the perpetrators had been asking about her. I was scared for my life and the life of my little boy, Lydia told the lawyers in the United States or in Babylon the Great. It goes on to read, soon after crossing the border in Texas on or around June 13th, she and her son were apprehended and taken to one of the nearby holding facilities. Their first American night was, and it quotes, so cold that my son and I shivered the entire time. She says they were given sandwiches that were frozen, foul-smelling, and inedible, meaning not fit to eat, not fit for consumption. She and her son were kept in separate cages, so overcrowded, she's quoted saying, that we cannot walk around or sleep. So these Israelites of the northern tribe are being taken into custody at the border control or by border control, being separated, abused, being deprived of sleep, not getting proper food, and not to mention these concentration camps are freezing cold. People are getting decapitated. And of course, you know that they're implementing the microchip within those camps too. Through the spirit, we definitely know and believe that within these concentration camps, they're chipping, putting the mark of the beast, which is the microchip, forcing that upon, these immigrants that they're capturing. Now, with that being said, I want to, jump right into the scriptures. So this is the book of Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter, and I want to start reading. I'm going to get right to the point, verse 32, because ultimately, when you read about the curses, verses 15 through 68, the curses, these are curses that actually happened to us, to the Israelites, you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, during the time of 70 AD, Roman persecution, and then, of course, during the 1600s as well, in which we're all well familiar with the slavery that took place in the early 1600s. Now, with that being said, I want to just get into how this actually still relates to right now, and more specifically to the northern tribe that's being detained at the Mexican border. So this is Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 32, and it reads, thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people, and thine eyes shall look and fail with longing for them all the day long. And that's exactly what's happening right now. This curse is still currently taking place at the Mexican border. Now the point also is, and there should be no might in thine hand. Why do I bring that up? And there should be no might in thine hand? Or why specifically is that the point? Because Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai is the only one that can actually take us out of this current captivity. He's the only one that can actually save us or redeem us, meaning buy us back. Now, when you get into the Hebrew, it says, and thine eyes shall look and fail with a longing for them all the day long, and there should be no might in thine hand. Now, the word might, let's look it up really quickly. It's very simple. In the Hebrew, you have a all, and a la, so all, no might. And this can be broken down on many different levels. It says, God like one, mighty men, men of rank, angels, and then when you go down to D, it says God, the true one God, and it says Jehovah, or we know the true name by faith of the Heavenly Father, his true name to be Yahweh. Now, once again, this can be broken down spiritually on many levels, because it says there should be no might in thine hand, meaning what? You're going to be hopeless. No one's going to save you, and there's going to be nothing that you can do. And the northern tribe is being detained at these borders, and their children are being taken away from them. They're being separated, and there's nothing that they can do. They have no power, no might. So it says mighty men, men of rank, or mighty heroes for this word might, which is all in the Hebrew. Al in the Hebrew. And what does that mean? Nobody of your nation. There's not going to be no mighty men of the Issacharites, of the tribe of Manasseh, of the tribe of Simeon, nothing. Zebulonites. There's not going to be any men, no men of war to come and save you at the border. Also, it says angels. Why? Because ultimately it's Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahweh Shai that sends his angels down to protect you and to keep you safe. And of course, what? D says God, the true one God, Yahweh. Because at the end of the day, for a short period of time, Yahweh, the Heavenly Father, turned his back against us because we disobeyed his laws, statutes, and commandments. And then these curses fell upon us. And they're still currently upon us right now, which is why we know through the Spirit who we are according to these prophecies that definitely took place during, once again, 70 AD in the early 1600s, and that are still currently happening right now to our people, the Israelites, which are the so-called blacks, so-called Hispanics, and so-called Native American Indians. So I wanted to bring that out for more edification. Now, when you jump down to verse 45 and 46, because why do I say it's still happening? Well, that's according to prophecy. Or the curses are still happening. That's according to prophecy. Verse 45 reads, "Moreover, all these curses shall come upon thee, and shall pursue thee and overtake thee, till thou be destroyed." So I want to stop right there. Now let's look up another word in the Hebrew. Let's look at that word pursue. Pursue. It says, "Moreover, all these curses shall come upon thee, and shall pursue thee and overtake thee till thou be destroyed." The word for pursue is, you have a ra, and that's a da and a pa. So radap for pursue. And it says what? To be behind. When something is behind you, it's following after you. And it says that right here. To be behind, follow after, pursue, persecute, to run after. So that's the point right there. These curses were going to pursue us, or radap, meaning to follow after us. You see? So these curses are currently still taking place right now. They're definitely being lifted, but they're being lifted off the elect. And of course, Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahweh Shai is the one that's actually leading some of the northern tribe to the border to be kept in concentration camps. And that's their judgment from the Lord. So let's read this again. Verse 45 says, "Moreover, all these curses shall come upon thee, and shall pursue thee, and overtake thee, till thou be destroyed, because thou hearkenest not unto the voice of the Lord thy power, to keep his commandments and his statutes which he commanded thee. And they shall be upon thee for a sign and a wonder, and upon thy seed forever." Once again, forever meaning a long period of time, until the Messiah, Yahweh Shai, delivers his elect out of the nation of Israel. So, with that being said, I just wanted to shed some light on what's currently happening over there, at the border. Till this day, as we speak, all these curses are still happening to the northern tribes, which once again, through the Spirit, allows us to know who the so-called blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans are, according to prophecy. So I pray that this was edifying to the elect. And I want to give all glory, praise, and honor to Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'Hashem HaKodash. Double honor to our elders and apostles of Great Millstone who taught us the truth and who rule well in these times. And peace and blessings to the elect. Shalom.